Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So I wanted to say happy Monday. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Last week I was really working super hard to get a lot of videos out, and I am also going to be trying my best this week to work very hard and keep getting those videos out. I really hope you guys are enjoying the content that I am putting out for you guys. For today's video, I will be unboxing the February Your Nail Lab box and also using a few of the items included in the box to create a nail set. So opening these up, of course, I have opened many of these on my channel. Actually, last month I collaborated with Your Nail Lab to curate the January Your Nail Lab box. I really hope that you guys did enjoy that box. It was such an amazing opportunity and I just had an amazing time doing it. But firstly, we did have the insert card, and the first item here is a raw chunky glitter. I believe the name was Pink Lady, and really this I kind of count as like a sequin mix or a chunkier glitter mix. It does have a different variety of different shapes. I see some bunnies, flowers, hearts, and also some little circles. I think this is a very cute one. It's kind of like a gold and a rose gold. The bunnies remind it perfect for spring. The hearts are super cute, kind of Valentine's Day theme. Overall, I feel like this box was very well put together and had that February red, pink Valentine's Day theme to it, which I really liked. Of course, I am getting to it a little bit late and I will not be using the items to create a Valentine's Day set, but of course, if you love pink or red, this is a perfect box for you. The next item was a all-in-one acrylic powder, and it was just, I believe the name was Rose Stain, just a very pretty light pink. The next item is a glitter nail liner. This one is really pretty. It's a kind of like a rose gold. I had to mix it up a little bit. It's also giving metallic. Super pretty. I will be swatching this. I actually don't believe I have this one yet either, so that is very nice. These can be used for so many different things. You can use this to paint the entire nail, to do French tips, to do nail art. It also is a very thick consistency, which is also very nice for doing nail art or French tips. The next item is a glittery red gel polish. This one was a little bit chunky just because it did have those glitters in it, but it was absolutely stunning. It was kind of like giving jelly red, and then it had holographic glitter pieces, some chunkier and also fine glitters. The next item is another gel polish, and this is also like kind of like an ombre gel, if you were to say. It does change colors depending if it's warm or cold. So the cold temperature will be that like pink color, and then if it does get warm, it will turn to white, which I will show in a second. The next item are these very pretty flower charms, and they do start off clear, but if you put them into a nail lamp or if you are out in the daylight, the sun, they will change to a very pretty pink color. I think these types of things are so fun and very like cute and interesting just because you have like two effects in one. The next item is a 30 ml tube of Polygel. This month's box I did receive a all-in-one and also a Polygel, which I really liked. Most of the times I am either receiving two all-in-ones or two Polygels, and I really just like the mix of getting one Polygel and one all-in-one. I think that was super cool, and I do hope that they continue to send me boxes that include a polygel and an acrylic/dip powder. And the final item in the box are some full cover XXL stiletto nail tips. These are their nail pump ups. So they are a full cover. I believe it says down below there are 240 pieces in 12 different sizes. And these are just the clear. In this, we also get 4 nail glues and also a mini 100/180 grit hand file, which I think is really nice. You can use these nail tips to do gel X, to create custom press-ons, to apply your polygel doing the lazy girl / Femi beauty method. There are just a lot of different ways that you can use these, so I do like these full cover tips. Personally, I prefer full cover instead of half cover, but it is definitely a personal preference. Here is just an overlook of everything that was included in my box. You can sign up for the Your Nail Lab box at www.yournaillab.com. I will be leaving all of that information down below in the description box. But here are just the swatches of the gel polishes, and I will also be showing the polygel. Here, this one I described as kind of like an ombre gel, just because more than likely when you apply this polish, your nail beds will keep the warm color of the white, and then the tip of the nail will usually be cold, so it will be the darker pink color. Here is the nail liner, and last but not least, the polygel. I did not swatch the acrylic just because I didn't want to pour out some monomer just to only be swatching one acrylic powder. So that was a very quick unboxing of everything that I received in my Your Nail Lab box. When you do sign up, you can take a quiz, and being 100% honest on that quiz will help the Makartt team curate a box just for you. You may not receive items that everybody else receives, which I think is super cool, just because these boxes are customized to you. They are $35 and they do value at $60 to $100. So you do get a good variety of products for a very low cost each and every month. They also do have plans on the website where you can sign up. I believe it's like 3, 6 months, or even a year now, I think they may have. But you can just do one, or you can sign up and save even more money if you do the monthly or yearly subscription. Like I said, all of that will be in the description box below. I do know a lot of you are already subscribed to the Your Nail Lab box, and if you are not yet subscribed, I 100% recommend you go sign up, because I feel like these boxes do give a very good value, and you do get a lot of products for only $35. So for today's nail set, I am going to be doing something quick and easy by just doing the Femi beauty method. A lot of people also call this the lazy girl method, so whichever way you know this method by, basically you're applying the polygel to the underside of your full cover nail tips and using the polygel to adhere the nails to your natural nails. For the full cover nail tips, I wanted to use the ones in the box, but honestly, stiletto is not my favorite nail shape. I personally like using square or coffin. Stiletto just doesn't really draw my eye, and I feel like I only use stiletto if I have a specific design in mind that uses stiletto nails. So I'm just using some full cover square 3XL nail tips. I get these from AliExpress and I absolutely love using them. But I just went ahead and squeezed out my polygel. I'm using the pink that came in the box, and I am also using a glitter polygel, which is also from Makartt, but it wasn't included in the box. It was a little bit cold in my nail room this day, not cold enough for me to turn the heat up just because I wasn't cold, but as you may know, temperature does affect your nail products. So when you are in a colder room, or it's just colder in general, your polygel will be a little bit more firm and stiffer. So that is how it was going this day, but honestly, I didn't really feel like turning the heat on just because I didn't want to get hot. So I just went ahead and kind of worked with it. There are a few ways that you can make your polygel not be like that. For instance, you can let it soak in a bowl of warm water before squeezing it out and using it. That can be very helpful. But all I did was just went ahead and squeezed it out into the nails. And then for the nails, I actually took some base coat to help thin out and kind of make the polygel a little bit more malleable. And I went ahead and just put that base coat on all of the nails and then just let the nails sit and worked with them one by one, and it did really help out a lot. You can also use base coat as your slip solution. I personally don't prefer doing that just because I feel like it makes the polygel a bit more sticky. So I prefer using 91% isopropyl alcohol as my slip solution. But as you can see here, I am just molding the polygel to the full cover nail tip. I have done this method so many times on my channel. I really like that it's super beginner friendly and a very easy way to do polygel nails. I just feel like I'm at the point where if I do this method, my nail set is going to flow very well. I'm not going to be sitting there for over 5 hours, and I just feel like it is a very good method to do if you are a beginner using polygel. Of course, you can still use dual forms. You can still overlay the polygel on half cover nail tips. Again, it's all a personal preference on what you like to do. I feel like doing it this way does kind of it does have cons in the long run just because there are certain designs that you can't do this way, but there are some different hacks that you can still do. But for today's nail set, since I was just doing simple full coverage nails with a pink and a glitter polygel, I decided why not just do this method. So basically all you want to do is squeeze out your polygel into the full cover nail tip, and then using a polygel brush and your slip solution, you will be molding the polygel to the inside of the full cover nail tip. When doing this, keep in mind a little bit of polygel goes a very long way. All you really want to do is coat the underside of the full cover nail tip. You don't have to worry too much about applying a lot of polygel. If you do end up doing that, the nail tip is not going to fit your natural nail anymore, and it is just going to create a huge mess, and a lot of polygel is going to squeeze out. So another thing to keep in mind is I am not curing any of these nails yet. I am just working one by one. I feel like it's a little bit easier to just mold all of the nails, and then once I have them all ready, that's when I will apply them and cure them. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out, and then I will hop back on once I'm applying these nails. So off camera, I did apply my peel off base coat. I didn't feel like prepping my nails just because I will be popping these off. So what I did is applied cuticle oil, rubbed that into my natural nails, and then I applied a top coat and cured. This method is a super quick and easy way to be able to practice nails and allow you to pop them off right after. I have noticed with using the cuticle oil pop-off method makes your polygel nails pop off super fast just because polygel is a gel product and it does not like cuticle oil. If you do want your nails to last, keep in mind that you do want to go in with a good prep routine, pushing back your cuticles, applying your dehydrator, primer, and your base coat. That way the nails will stay on. So I am just now taking the nails off of their nail stand and gently placing them onto my natural nails. When you do place them down, you kind of want to place it down pretty hard, but not like super hard to where the polygel is all going to squeeze out on the underside and around your cuticle. You just want to place it down enough to where you feel the suction of it being pressed completely down onto your natural nail. You will then clean up any polygel from around your cuticle and also on the underside if any polygel is touching your skin. I then like to just slide my hand into the nail lamp and do a quick little cure just so it stays in place, and then I will move on to the next nail. This is a very easy process, especially once you do this method a lot and you get the understanding for how much polygel you need to use. This will really be super easy and you will have your nails on in under 5 minutes. So after I did have all of them on, I went ahead and placed my hand in the nail lamp the normal way for 60 seconds, and then I went ahead and placed it with my palm up and cured for an additional 60-second cure just to make sure everything was all cured. After I was finished curing, I am now just taking a lint-free wipe with some alcohol to remove the sticky layer. Polygel does have an extreme sticky or tacky layer, so you do want to make sure you remove that before going into your filing. That way you do not gunk up your hand file. After I was all finished removing the tacky layer, I am now just going in with my filing. For this method, it is very easy because you actually leave on the full cover nail tips. I do know in the past I got a lot of questions about that, so do keep in mind when you're doing the Femi Beauty or the Lazy Girl method, you do not pop off the full cover nail tips. You do actually leave them on. And that's kind of where it gets the name like lazy girl method, because you can be super lazy with it and you basically, because you leave on those full cover nail tips, the nails already have a good shape to them. So when it comes to filing, it's super quick and you don't have to do much filing at all. I like to take a hand file and just crisp up the shape of the nails, going around the cuticle, the free edge, and also just making sure it is the perfect square shape that I like. I will also take a e-file with a cuticle ball bit and go around the cuticle area to remove any polygel that may have spilled on the top of the nail. I also like to take the cuticle ball bit around the cuticle because it helps seal in the cuticle and just gives a little bit more of a cleaner salon quality finish to the nails. Of course, that step is not necessary. If you do not have an e-file, you could totally just do it with the hand file and be okay, make it work. But because I do have an e-file and I really like doing this step, I personally just go ahead and go in and just do this on all of the nails. After I am finished with that e-file, the finishing touch will be buffing the surface of the nails just to make sure I remove the shiny layer from the nail tip, since I will be either going in with my top coat or nail art, and I just want to make sure that the shiny layer is removed from the surface so that my gel polish does adhere properly to the nails. After I was all finished with my filing and buffing, I am just taking a stiffer nail brush and I am going to remove all of the nail dust from the nails. One thing that I do quickly want to mention is before filing, you can also go in with a top coat and apply it to the underside of the nails. You can, of course, also do that after filing. I did not do it this time just because I am not actually leaving these nails on, and I was able to remove all of the sticky layer with my alcohol. But if it is going to bother you, I would go in with a top coat and apply it to the underside just because that is where the polygel is at. So now I am just taking the Makartt glossy top coat and I am going to be applying this to the top side of all of the nails. because for my nail design, I am going to be doing some sugared French tips and also just adding on some charms to one of the nails. So I like to go in with my top coat first, just because that way when I apply my sugared glitter French tips, I don't have to worry about going in with a top coat afterwards, because I want the glitter to be on the top, really giving that sugared look. So I went ahead and cured that top coat for 30 seconds, and now I am going to be doing my sugared French tips. I decided I would be doing this on my index and my pinky. I am just taking a white gel polish and a liner brush and creating my smile line. After I was finished drawing out my smile line with my liner brush, I just took the brush from the gel polish bottle and I am going to be filling in the rest of the French tip. Once I do have the French tip cleaned up how I like it and it is neat, I will not be curing it. I will actually be taking a very pretty white fine glitter and pouring it over the wet gel polish. And then I will then cure for a full 60-second cure in my nail lamp. I personally like to just keep it in for a full 60-second cure since I am applying glitter on top of gel polish and I just want to make sure everything cures fully. So I went ahead and did that, and then I will repeat the same exact thing to my pinky, and then I would just be taking a stiffer dust brush and removing any of the glitter that is excess on the top of the nails. I will go ahead and just let this part play out since I did just explain everything that I am going to be doing, and I'm just repeating the same exact thing on my pinky, so there is no point in explaining it over again. But I did just quickly want to say that I hope that you guys are enjoying the video. Thank you so much if you have made it to this far into the video. If you are not yet subscribed, please make sure you do so. And also, if you are enjoying, please give the video a like. It really helps me out a lot. And if you are feeling generous, please leave a comment below. After the French tips were complete, I was really liking how the nail set was turning out, but the glittered polygel was making me so mad. I think it looks so pretty in this way, but then once I hold my nail another way, it gives like a bluish green tint to it, and I did not want that. I wanted it to be like a pretty pink iridescent color, and it was just like one of those types of glitter that where you hold it into a different light or on a different background or just a way you hold your nails, the glitter is going to change from being a pretty pink iridescent to more of like a bluish green color. And I will eventually change that just because I ended up not liking it at all and I feel like it was really throwing off the nail set. No hate to that polygel whatsoever. It is still a very beautiful color and it would look really good with another nail set, but personally I just was not liking how it was looking for this specific nail set that I was doing. I wanted to do like a pink fun spring nail set and I just felt like the glitter was just not giving with everything else. But as for right now, I'm not going to be changing it yet because I am going to be applying some of these very pretty, these were super trendy last year. They are just like a flower. I do have some larger white ones and then also some smaller pink ones. So for the two French tip nails, I will be applying a larger white one, a smaller pink one coming down from the cuticle. And then inside the flowers, I will be placing the little silver ball beads. I cannot think of the name for those, but those just add a little bit more to the flower and makes it look a little bit cuter. I went ahead, did that, I cured, and then for the full pink nail, I am going to be applying a very pretty silver butterfly charm. And then on the top and bottom side of the butterfly, I will also be applying the white and pink flowers and also adding on the little silver ball beads and then curing for 30 seconds. So this was the point where I was really just not liking the glitter with that nail set. Again, nothing is wrong with this specific glitter polygel. I just didn't really feel like it fit the nail set. So off camera, I did take this very pretty pink charm gel. I believe the name for this one is Dollhouse. I just thought it really matched the pink polygel quite well. So I am going to be taking this and just showing you what I did to my ring finger off camera. I just am going to be doing the same exact thing to my thumb on camera, just so you guys can see what I went ahead and did to fix my mistake. Well, it wasn't really a mistake, just something I didn't like. That is one really nice thing of doing your own nails, is you can change things as you go. You may be looking at it, like it at first, but then as you look at it longer, you may not like it, so you can just quickly change it. So here was a quick fix that I did. I applied the pink gel polish to the entire nail. Before curing, I did just sprinkle over the white iridescent fine glitter, and then I cured for 30 seconds in the nail lamp, and once I pulled it out, I was loving the nail set so much more. I thought it just matched a lot better. It looked a lot nicer, and I was just overall more happy with the nail set once I did change those two glitter polygel nails, just because I didn't really feel like they fit the nail set, so I was just a lot more happy with how it looked this way, and I just feel like, I don't know, it was making the nail set look so much better. I was happy that I was easily able to change it, so once those were cured, I just took the same stiffer dust brush to remove any of the glitter particles that were just remaining glitter on the nails. And off camera, I did add the flowers to the pinky, and that is it. I was so happy and relieved that I was able to change that without needing to do a lot. So after that, I am just applying the Makartt cuticle oil to nourish my cuticles, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And I feel like the finished result of these nails looks so cute. I am so excited for spring nails. Be ready, because I have a feeling that spring is going to involve a lot of these flower charms, a lot of butterflies, and just overall flowers in general. Give me some ideas of spring nails that you guys want to see me either recreate or just sets that you want me to do. I am very excited. I love this set. I love that it is pink, but it is spring and not Valentine's Day. If you did get this Your Nail Lab box and didn't have the chance to use it for Valentine's Day, keep in mind that you do not have to do a Valentine's Day nail set just because the items were pink and red. You can still definitely pull off a pretty pink spring set or just a pink set in general. I really hope that you guys did enjoy. Check the description box for any links to products I used or mentioned, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.